Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dahmuffinman, and I'm doing a little different style video today. So normally when you start YouTube, you do things like my YouTuber tag and facts about me. Well, I didn't do any of that because I'm kind of not your normal average YouTuber. So today I want to take some time to talk to you about 10 facts about me. Yeah, 10. Let's get this bad boy rolling. This channel, Dahmuffinman, is actually not my first attempt at YouTube. I've actually been on YouTube 3 different times, 4 actually. There was Jack and Kip, right here. Not my best days. And then right here, MakeFly0415, and that was my personal channel. And then I also guest starred a few on YT Elevation, and I did a little brief video here and there with a channel called Skybox Gaming. And well, YouTube, I just couldn't get it going. I couldn't get the motivation to do it. I couldn't get the audience to grow, and it wasn't going well. I wasn't doing good. And then finally, Dahmuffinman came, a channel where I allowed my personality to grow, because I took some time and made investments in my speaking ability, and boom, here we are. We're a year into this journey. We're on year 2 right now, and we are at 181 subscribers. And I just love putting content out for you guys, and this is by far my most successful channel run yet, and I hope to keep it that way. I plan to keep it that way. As long as you guys keep coming back, I'll keep coming back. I started Puppetry when I was 9 years old. I know you guys enjoy cheddar on my channel. That's actually me. I do that. And my first puppet actually wasn't cheddar. I bought a puppet named Dustin. He was a parrot. And I went to a puppet fest. I started the puppet team at my church when I was 9 years old, and I learned all the techniques, and there's so much that goes into puppetry that you wouldn't realize actually does. Like, for instance, the appropriate height for a puppet behind a puppet stage is, you think if your puppet has a belly button, that's the height it should be at the end of that stage. So you should be like right here. You control the rods with your hands, and you make your puppet talk without trying to move the top half. You gotta try to move just the bottom. Because after all, we're people, we don't talk like this, you know, we don't talk like this. That's called chopping. And whenever you compete, because we used to compete like all the time, you get points off when you chop. And competitions were really cool, really fun. Our puppet team was always outgoing and adventurous. And in general, puppetry was kind of awesome. I bet you didn't know that, did you? Now, I do dating tips on my channel, and I make them hilarious, I make them fun. But in my own personal life of dating, I've only had 1 girlfriend. I know, you thought I'd had more, right? Well, I only had 1. I had my first girlfriend when I was 16 years old. Her name was Kelsey. And we lived 2 hours apart. Things were very difficult. It was hard to see each other. And so we had to end up calling it quits. It was very hard. It was very heartbreaking. But it's okay, because I know that at that moment it wasn't God. And when we did break up, it was a God thing, because my priorities were getting out of focus, and I just needed to take some time to regroup. And right now I am currently single still, and I'm 21 years old. I've been taking this last 5 years to just kind of build up myself mentally and physically and emotionally, and any other lead that I can think of. Bruce Lee. Dude's got lightsabers. That's rad. I'm almost a credentialed minister. I know, right? And I know what you're thinking. This guy, right? No, I'm not a priest. But I will be a preacher. I will be a minister. I will be someone that shows God's love to people. And that I think Jesus is rad. I mean, have you noticed my hat? Have you seen it? For those of you, it says Jesus. I mean, the nut thing. I'm a Jesus guy all around. I make mistakes just like people, and saying that I love Jesus doesn't make me perfect, but it gives me hope that I can continue to move on when I fall, when I fail, and when I mess up, and that His grace washes over me. So I'm almost a credential minister. I've actually been in this Bible college program called LaSalle, Louisiana School of Ministry, and I've been in it for almost 3 years. I go back in November because I've got a lot of classes done already, and so I just got to take care of a few things here and there, and to get an interview set up and a final test, and I will be a credential minister at 21 years old. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty dang exciting. Well, there's something you should know about me. I'm kind of picky eater. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of things. Now, it would be a lot easier to tell you what I actually do eat versus what I don't eat. I live in South Louisiana, And I live in a place where people cook gumbos, they cook stews, they cook soups, they cook seafood, and I really don't care for those things. So you can imagine how awkward the Christmas holidays are for me when that's all they have, and I have to say, oh, you know, I'm full. Thank you, though. But you didn't eat anything. That's okay. I'm full. My appetite is full just from seeing you. You know, so I love burgers, like really do. I love burgers. Any place I go, I love trying burgers. Boneless chicken, any boneless meats. I love boneless meats, like steak. I can cook a really good steak. And, well, let's jump into fact number 6. Fact number 6 kind of will contradict what I just said. My favorite vegetable is actually broccoli. And not cooked broccoli, but raw broccoli. I know, right? Now, some of you might say, dude, what? What? You don't eat this, but you eat this? Yeah, I know, right? Weird. But when I actually fix my salads, when I say salad, I mean broccoli. I don't mean like lettuce and tomatoes and this and that. No, like when I say salad, I mean like broccoli, like croutons and bacon and lots of ranch dressing. I know, like fat city, right? But let's face it, I'm not the skinniest guy around, right? My real name is actually John C. Entirely in my life, I've had several nicknames growing up. My family calls me J-Man, but growing up in that pre-tween stage, that tween age stage, you know, around 12, 13, 7th grade, we all used emails. Yahoo emails. And mine was JDog36. That's right, JDog with 2 G's, like D-O-G-G. And I was like, JDog, good. So I went through this whole phase where I was like, call me JDog, you know, like, yeah, that was me. And then, like, eventually when I moved out of that tween age stage, I had a best friend at the time that called me Teddy because of this jacket I had. So Teddy was my nickname for the longest time. And then with my youth group, I developed the nickname Perry, like Perry the Platypus, because like my name on Facebook was Perry the Platypus. It was kind of secret at the time. I wasn't supposed to have one. I had a shirt on that was Perry the Platypus, and we went to Cane's and they were doing roll call, and they're like, "Where's Perry?" "Oh, there you are, Perry." And so like Perry was my nickname for a while. At school in 8th grade, everybody called me Butters, because my voice has changed at the time and it sounded like Butters from South Park. And so I had a guy that was like, "Hey, can I call you Butters?" Sure, I guess so. And then like before I knew it, the whole school knew who I was because my name was Butters. It was crazy. It was awesome. So like my parents had two like ideas of why they call me Butters. My dad thought it was because like my teeth are yellow, and he was like, "That's why they call you Butters." And my mom's like, "No, they're making fun of you because you are fat. That's why they're calling you Butters." But really, the reason was because my voice sounded like Butters from South Park, but also because I got punished a lot for a lot of reasons that probably could have been avoided. My least favorite social media is Snapchat. I know a lot of you people just unsubscribe to me. That's cool. I can live with that. But the reason Snapchat is my least favorite is because you go out of your way to like make this great selfie, to make this great face, to look beautiful, unless you are best friends with someone, and then you look horrendous, and you get ignored. Like I've been there for so many times. Like I'm excited to snap this person, and like I send them a snap, and the bad thing about Snapchat is like you can see when they open it and they don't answer back, and about 50% of my list don't answer back. I know, it stinks. It makes me sad, very sad. For those of you that do answer back, I love you so much. Probably the most important one on this entire list, I draw smiley faces with mustard on my sandwiches before I build them and eat them. That's right, on both slices of bread, I grab the mustard, shake it up a little bit, it's my favorite condiment, and I just draw a little smiley face. They're different every time. Sometimes they have eyebrows, sometimes they have like dimples, sometimes I just like, you know, and I draw smiley faces with my mustard. I am convinced that it makes my sandwich taste so much better by drawing those smiley face mustard. Slap a little honey mustard on there, original mustard, doesn't matter. Smiley faces are the way to go. Why not end it with an embarrassing story, right? So I was in kindergarten, right? And I was in the bathroom and there was these two guys that thought it would be awesome to climb out the window. So I was just watching. I mean, I wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't supervising them. I wasn't with them. I just know that I was watching them, and they were determined to climb out that window. One guy, he was like boosting up the other guy, because look, we're in kindergarten, so we're about yay high. We're like half of what you have to be to ride a roller coaster, basically, right? So the other guy's giving the other guy a boost, and they're trying to climb out when a teacher passes by and sees. So they, of course, they turn all three of us into the office, and whenever they brought us to our teacher, they're like, what happened? They're like, well, these guys were climbing out the window. They're like, what was he doing? Oh, well, he was just watching, you know? And then they called my parents. They're like, my mom didn't drive at the time. So I was like, you know, whatever. My mom's not going to show up at the school. She didn't drive. Guess what? During nap time, got that knock on the door, and my teacher woke me up. She said, Jason, I need you to see you in the hall for a second. I walk out in the hall, and lo and behold, my mom's right there. But she didn't come alone. Nah, son. She came with Mr. Black, which is the name we have for the belt that my dad wore and that they whipped us with. Well, took us into the bathroom. She's like, we're going to wait till that boy gets out. Boy got out. He's a pro baseball player now. That's right. I went to school with that guy. And we went to the bathroom, and she whooped me, son. She whooped me for watching two boys climb out the window. And went back and she said, are you going to do it again? Then apologize to your teacher. I'm like, I'm sorry. And then I went back to nap time. And nap time was like the best. It was awesome. So to be interrupted from my nap time, to face up to consequences of my poor decision-making skills, poor kindergarten me, I never, ever did that again. Woo! That was a lot harder than it looks. Man, I give kudos to those YouTubers that do it all the stinking time. Well, that's your 10 facts about the Muffin Man. And I hope you enjoyed yourself, because I love getting to share those parts with me. Now you know so much about me that you didn't know before. Ta-da! See how that works? Awesome! So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up and not a thumbs down. That would be sad. You don't want to make me cry again. Last time I cried was kindergarten, man. I'm just joking. So if you love this video, and if you love my channel, please let me know. I love it. I love listening to you guys' comments. I love reading everything. You guys are awesome. And maybe I'll do something like this again. If you want to see something like this, if you want to know more facts, let me know below, and maybe I'll do another video. Maybe I'll do a 5 more facts. Maybe I'll do a 10 more facts. And maybe I'll do 100 facts. I don't know. That could be forever. Nah, let's not do that. So as always, this is the Muffin Man saying, keep it fresh, have a good day, and God bless.